Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today's video is a little bit different. We're going to be doing a life update. It's well overdue. I've had so many things happen in my life and things have just changed so much that I thought now would be the best time to do one of these videos. Please excuse my chickens in the back. As I say that, they stop clucking. Oh no, they're still going. Anyway, so I'm coming to you from the beautiful Gold Coast hinterland. I'll touch more on that in a little second. But basically, let's just recap the past year. It's the end of 2021. We literally have a couple of days till Christmas. So let's quickly go over that and just run maybe a couple of videos. We'll get Tanya to run a couple of videos of a recap of all of the places that I visited on my 8.5-month trip around the world. As you can tell, it was an insane trip. It was literally, majority of my 2021 was spent overseas, living my best life, really trying to just live in the moment and spend some decent time with Steve, because obviously now we're back to long distance. And again, we don't know when we're going to see each other next. So we kind of just jumped straight back into the situation that we were in before. But we have 8.5 months under our belt of spending time together and creating memories and all of that sort of stuff. So I've been home about a month now. When I returned home, I did my Darwin quarantine. You guys have seen that. If you want to see anything regarding the past with my quarantine, with my travels, I have so many vlogs up that you guys can go check out. So go check that out if you need a little bit of a recap up until this point. But you can see the highs and lows that we went through trying to get home. Everywhere was quite open except for Australia. It's literally like we traveled to so many different places and all of them were so easy to get in and out of. The only place that was so hard to get back was home. Love that. Did our quarantine and I came home and I moved back in with my brother and my mum in my house in Wynnum. I absolutely love Brisbane. It's stunning. It's got the most beautiful sunrises. You walk along the waterfront each day. I used to take Lulu for 5 to 10k walks every morning, so it was really good to get out, be home and get moving. But, and there's always a but, I didn't have my own space. And coming from, firstly, let's just reiterate that I am a Sagittarius. I love travel and I love being an independent person. When I am around other people or when I'm in their space or when I have to share my space with them, it definitely gets on my nerves and I feel claustrophobic in a way. And the same thing happens when I don't get out to travel. I was gonna blame it on the Sagittarius, but I just think it's who I am.
No, that's crazy. That ain't real.
I really fell into a slump. I'm not even gonna lie. The first 2 weeks of me being home, I got home the day before my brother's birthday. So we went out to dinner for my brother's birthday and I got to see my family. And then the 2 weeks that followed really were a struggle. Not just personally, but also work-wise as well, because I had such a consistent routine in Mexico that I got used to that. And then when I came home to Australia, I was like, I gotta create a whole new routine and I need to find a way to do it where I don't have the resources that I once had. Like Tanya's moved out, she doesn't live at my house anymore, so it's harder to film things when I need to, like just quick, let's do this, let's do that. So that was a lot harder. And also just being around Steve and just being constantly in such a great mood and constantly laughing and constantly just being in love, you know, what people do. It was different. It was so different. And I had to go back to setting aside time to talk with him on FaceTime, which is a lot because I already spend so freaking long on my phone. To then add in another few hours every day just to chat is a lot of work. And then texting throughout the day as well. It's a lot. And I've said this multiple times, but long distance relationships are the most time consuming and the most giving relationships you can be in, because you have to wholeheartedly put a lot of time and effort into it. I've only kind of just gotten back into a routine with that of feeling normal. So yeah, feeling claustrophobic in my space, was kind of a bit run down, I guess, really having holiday blues. Caught up with a lot of my friends, which was really nice, just did different things here and there. And then probably the third week back, I really just dived into my work with Move With Us specifically. Being back home, being in the office with them, being in the gym. I really enjoyed the process of creating programs, of talking to our community, and it was something that was kind of like the highlight of my time in that time frame. So dived into that. We created our Evolve program. Which just launched like yesterday. Sign-ups are live, so if you guys are interested, make sure you check the links below. All of my links and stuff are always in the description, just in case you wanted to know. And then I was doing a lot of trips down the coast for Move With Us to do some shoots, photo shoots and stuff, and I was staying in a lot of Airbnbs, and I really enjoyed my time away from my home in Wynnum. I really enjoyed the time by myself with Lulu, and I just felt like I could be more creative and I could be more in the moment and I could be happier with my space. Like, I'm a huge person on if my space is organized, then I'm organized. So I decided to take it into my own arms, to take it into my own hands, to have a look at a place to rent. Now, you guys know my past with this whole moving to America situation. It has been so freaking messy. We're still waiting on my US visa. It's taken well over a year now. And in that time, I've been so hesitant to get a place because I always thought, you know, I'm not going to, why would I spend this money on a place when I might have to leave it after 3 months? Why would I sign on to a 6-month lease if I might be able to move in 3 months to America? Why would I spend money on a place for myself when I could save that money and put it towards a house when I do move to America? So there were multiple reasons as to why I didn't sign on to a lease or get my own place. And it made sense to me at the time, but when I came back, like I said to you guys just then, I was feeling super iffy. I really needed my own space, and I started looking at rentals, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to commit to 8 months in Australia. I've been doing a lot of, I guess, organizing around me moving to America, and so has Steve. Like, he's obviously been trying to find rentals, houses. He's been moving left, right, center. He's been making sure that he doesn't settle in somewhere just in case we wanted to move. Like, he's been doing a lot on his end, but I've also been doing a lot on my end, and I've been not necessarily putting myself in comfortable position because I knew I was going to move. But that ended because I had enough of it. So, as I said, started looking at houses. The market right now for leasing and selling and buying is ridiculous. The very first one that I looked at, I fell in love with. It was the only one that I applied for. It was the only one that I saw myself actually living in and being happy. Some stuff happened. I didn't hear back from the realtor when I applied, so I just kind of considered it to be a no. Kind of just gave up on the whole process of it, and Bring got a call, and it was the real estate, and she was like, hi, just letting you know, this place in Gold Coast Hinterland, they've accepted your application. The owner's accepted your application. The house is available as soon as possible. When do you want to move in? And I was just like, what? I seriously was over the moon. It was something that I least expected. Like I told you guys, it was something that I had already just, you know, figured out that it was a no. But turned out it was a yes, and he was just having a look at some different applications, and mine was the best application that he had there, which is a really proud moment for me because, and I've mentioned this on my stories, but I was 24, never leased out a place by myself, so I have no record of leasing out places by myself. I have a dog, and even though this place is pet friendly, even though a lot of places are pet friendly, they will still choose a family that doesn't have a pet over one that does. But the one thing I had going for me, luckily, because of all of literally my hard work for the past however long, is that I had the funds for it. And I just want to quickly mention that I don't spend ridiculous amounts of money on things like cars or bags or, you know, all of that kind of stuff so that I can have money to travel, to be in a nice place, to have a nice space around me, to have a nice life. And I put the importance, like, my money goes to important things to me. It goes to things that are actually going to better my daily life. It's going to make me enjoy waking up every morning and being in the space that I'm in or doing what I'm doing. So just reiterating that, because I do want you guys, obviously this place that I'm in and this place that I got accepted for is quite an expensive place. It is absolutely beautiful. It's just insane. But none of this happens without like the hard work prior to it, and it also doesn't happen without putting money away to the side so that I had the ability to do this. So a little bit about the space. I moved in 4 days ago, so we're like 2 days till Christmas, and I didn't have any time prior to because Tanya actually took me away for my birthday. Let's actually run a little like clip of that because I did a little TikTok video for it so you guys can see that. So let's run that little clip of my birthday weekend.
Doing a happy dance. Doing a happy dance. Yeah. Where'd you go? What'd you do? How the hell you made me fall in love with you? And then you leave. Now you're gone. All I got is this damn song, so I can feel, but I can't.
It was such a good time. Tanya actually surprised me with that. She got my best friends that could come and it was just so amazing. My girlfriends are the best. I absolutely love the combination of personalities and who they are and how well they all get along together. There's nothing worse than having different people from different parts of your life come together and not mesh, but that wasn't even a problem with my girlfriends. They are amazing. So shout out to you girls. Shout out to T editing this right now. Now we are here. I moved in, what is today? Thursday. I moved in Monday, so I've been here for 3 nights and it has been the longest 3 nights ever because all I've been doing is just absolutely loving my time here. Lulu has been loving it as well. I'm going to show you bits and pieces of the place. I'm not going to show you everything just because I do want to keep most of this private. It is something that I do really enjoy, and like always, I usually film a lot of things, and this is something that I just think I would prefer to keep private, so I will be doing that. But I will show you some bits and pieces of the place so you can see a little bit as to my beautiful view, my pool, the chickens, all of that sort of jazz. So let's go take a walk around.
I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me?
So as you can see, it's like the most beautiful location ever. The house is almost American style, so I mean, you guys already know this, but I am leasing, so I don't want to take any ownership of this place or the way that it, you know, is built out, because this place was so amazingly done by the owner. He did such an incredible job. It's completely renovated. He's done everything to make it look the way that it is right now, and it's insane. But completely, I feel like it's US inspired. I feel like it's like a cabin in Idaho kind of feel, which makes me feel somewhat at home because Steve is from Idaho. This is a Steve place, which I'm absolutely obsessed with because he will be coming hopefully in February. I'll tell you more in a second. But little things like the wood stuff by the walkway, the really dark interior, absolutely love it. There's a few bits and pieces in there just decoration wise that are very American style. There's a big US flag in the garage. There's just so much about it that makes me feel like, one, I'm in Australia and I'm home, but two, I also get to remember the US side and my fiance, and I know he's gonna love it when he finally comes. So I mean, the first time I looked at this place, I fell in love with it and I pictured myself here and I almost manifested it into my life. And I wake up every morning just blown away by the fact that this is my view and this is my home for the next 6 months. So kudos to me. Alrighty, moving on. So, plans for the next month, 2 months, whatever. Okay, initially, what is it? Christmas time, New Year's. I don't really have any plans for Christmas time or New Year's. I'm just going to be doing what I do here, just chilling, working, doing all that sort of stuff. General life for me. In January, I have 2 big events coming up. One I can't tell you about. The other one is a Gymshark event, and they're both in Australia. They're both on the Gold Coast. So keep your eyes peeled for the both of them. The second event, I will say it's Move With Us, but I can't say what exactly it is and what it entails yet. I'm pretty sure I can announce it like next week. So if you're watching this right now, make sure you look out on my Instagram because we've got some really, really cool events coming up. So we'll have those events in January. I really want to try and do like a weekend away at a really cool place. Like I was actually thinking, I'm talking to Tanya now, she's behind the camera. Hey. But I was actually thinking of doing like, I really want to do an adventure in January sometime, like mid-January. I will and am going to be organizing workshops as well. So I have Brisbane confirmed. I just need to make sure that the dates are all good. Gold Coast hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's going to be an easy one because I always host them at AM/PM, and AM/PM is my second home. And then Sunshine Coast as well will be confirmed as, again, I always host them at Exalto, and they're always a vibe, and those guys are more than happy to have me as many times as I'd like to come. So Brisbane, Sunny Coast, Gold Coast are all happening probably in January/February, and then we'll look into doing some other places. I know a lot of people were asking Adelaide, a lot of people were asking Sydney, Melbourne, a lot of people asking Perth, but you guys need to open up your borders first before I go over there. Yeah, so there's a lot of that coming, which I'm super excited about. And then Steve and I have been working for his exemption. We are almost certain that he will be able to be allowed in once we put our exemption papers in. We're just waiting to update all of our paperwork stuff, because the last time we did our exemption, or the files that we had on board to enter our exemption, was a year ago now. So there's a lot happening, but fingers crossed he'll be here start of February. He has some stuff going on in January that I can't share with you guys either, but photo shoots for certain things, different things coming out, very exciting. So he will wait until the 1st of Feb until he figures out when he's coming over. So hopefully he'll be there then. Obviously, like I mentioned, I'm locked into this place for at least 6 months until June. So I'll be around for June, Tanya's birthday. Yay! Is this we're still going to celebrate my birthday from 6 months ago. I know, we need to go stay somewhere. But yeah, I've missed Tanya's birthday. Is it the past 2 years I've missed it?
Yeah, but who's planning?
Because last year, and you know what? The first birthday was like your best birthday ever. First one was, actually
Emma?
not first one, second one as well.
Uluru.
No, yeah, so very first one was with Amber in the city. We went out for drinks.
Yeah,
that was fun.
We went home.
Yeah.
We didn't go back
Yeah,
out.
exactly, but we had a party in our hotel room. And then the second one was in Uluru. We went to Uluru for a week and a half.
Yeah.
And we went camping. That honestly is still one of my favorite trips to
Still my
date.
favourite trip.
It was so
It
amazing.
doesn't beat
We didn't
anything.
even
Like,
friggin'
Whit
know
Sunday.
what it was going to be like in the time. Like we were, you know, when you're in the moment. You know what? Let's run some highlights from our Uluru trip, because I want to reminisce.
I have to try and find them.
We have to. We have to.
It's so cold.
Are you as cold as I am? You're not, are you?
Not really.
You don't even look cold. Bush camp. Got the dunny over there.
So that is the plan here for the next 6 months. Tanya and I are going to organise a trip to Adelaide sometime. I know she's going down to see one of her friends, so I'm going to tag along and hopefully do something fun. I might even host the workshop then while I'm down. I want to go to Tasmania as well. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be with Steve when he comes over. And if and when Steve does come over, we'll probably do the whole of Australia, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, I am going to Cairns at the end of January as well to see one of my best friends, Cass, who was at the girls' weekend
This is a surprise.
last weekend as the surprise. She was the surprise. Made me cry. But yeah, so there's a lot coming, there's a lot happening, and for future YouTube reference, to finish up this life update vlog, for future YouTube videos, I want to try and do 2 weekly vlogs a month, because I feel like it's just taking up so much time that I struggle doing other things for social media. So I'm going to do 2 weekly vlogs a month, and then 2 separate videos, like a life update, like a training workout video, like a challenge with girlfriends, like day in the life, like whatever that isn't a weekly vlog, and you guys can see just kind of like a wide array of content. So if you have any ideas, requests, anything you want to see specifically from moi, leave them below in the comments. This was late. This video is very late. I'm sorry. Tanya's gonna stay up all night editing so we can push it out. But there will be a weekly vlog coming this week as well, at the end of this week. So I'll see you guys then. I hope you enjoyed my little life update. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.
I'm kinda new with apologies. Holding back, I got history.